Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about 100 Million Offers by Alex Hormozi, one of the most talked about business books in recent years, and honestly, one that shifted my perspective a little on how selling actually works. In this video, we'll go through what the book is about, the key concepts Hormozi introduces, and most importantly, what you can actually take away from it, if you're trying to grow a business or just get better at presenting what you offer. No hype, no this book will change your life. Just an honest look at what's inside. Alex Hormozi is an American entrepreneur who built and scaled several companies, reaching over $100 million in combined revenue. He's not just a stage guru, or at least not only that. He's someone who actually tested these things in the real world, made mistakes, adjusted, and then decided to write down what he learned. $100 Million Offers is not a motivation book. It's way more practical than that. The central idea is this: how do you build an offer that people perceive as so valuable that saying no actually feels hard to justify? Not because you're a great salesperson, but because you structured what you're proposing in the right way. The core concept of the book is what Hormozi calls the Grand Slam offer, an offer so specific and well-built that it can't really be compared to anything else on the market. The logic is straightforward. When your offer looks like everyone else's, people just compare prices. But if you build something specific enough, the comparison stops making sense, and the conversation shifts to value instead. To get there, Hormozi introduces what he calls the value equation. It has 4 variables. The dream outcome, not what you deliver, but what the client actually wants to achieve. The perceived likelihood of success, how much the client believes your solution will work for them, specifically. The time delay, how long between paying and seeing real results. And finally, the effort required, how much work, sacrifice, or discomfort they have to go through to get there. Hormozi's point is that to increase perceived value, you need to work on both sides. Raise the outcome and the credibility, and reduce the time and effort as much as possible. He uses a pretty direct example. Why does liposuction cost thousands of dollars, while a gym membership struggles to sell at $100 a month? Same end goal, but liposuction offers a near guaranteed result, almost immediately, with no effort from the patient. The equation is completely different. It's not a moral judgment on what's better. It's just an honest look at how people perceive value. Another point I found interesting is the section on market selection. Hormozi is pretty blunt about it. Even a great offer can fail if you're in the wrong market. For him, a good market has 4 things: a real and painful problem, spending power, the ability to be reached, and a growth trend. If one of those is missing, the problem isn't your offer. The part that's probably worth the most in the book is the operational one. Hormozi lays out a 5-step process for building a concrete offer. First, define the end result in specific terms. Not lose weight, but lose 30 pounds in 7 weeks without giving up meals out with friends. Specificity builds credibility. Second, list every single obstacle your client might run into along the way. Everything that could stop them, scare them, or make them say, yeah, but in my case, it wouldn't work because. Third, turn each obstacle into a solution that's included in the offer. If the problem is that eating healthy takes too much time, your solution becomes how to prepare balanced meals in under 10 minutes. You're essentially removing the objections before they come up. Fourth, decide how to deliver each solution. A video, a live session, a written guide, something done for them. The format matters because it affects how much effort the client perceives. Fifth, trim and stack. Cut what costs you a lot, but adds little, and package everything with high perceived value, but low cost to you as bonuses. That's what makes an offer feel almost too good to pass up. Then there's a chapter on guarantees and urgency, tools that, when used well, lower the perceived risk for the client and create a context where waiting around doesn't make much sense. Anyway, hope this was useful. If you want to dig deeper, you find the link to the book and a few other resources I'd recommend right in the description below. And if you enjoy this kind of content, consider subscribing the channel. See you in the next one.